Hello everyone, welcome to the new video, and today we are going to discuss some more DevOps interview questions. So basically my last day is going to end, but I asked in LinkedIn someone to refer me in one product based company. So I got a call from that company very late, like last week only. So I don't know, will it be possible also, because my first round got cleared. Today was the second round, and there will be one more managerial round. So I asked the interviewer like if the process can be fastened, because it is a product based company, it is a good company. So let's see if it's fastened, then I hope so. If everything is fine, I think this will be a good company to join, but I don't know, because there are only 2 days left. So today the question was basically on design. So design they were focusing on. So question was like end-to-end infra setup experience, exposure of different environments like dev, QA, staging, and prod. So this the HR has already has sent me earlier only, so that I can refer these topics. And basically she told me that the questions will be around this only in system design. So first was that. Second was understanding of software architecture like load balancer, web servers, application servers, DB, and integration. Third was like monitoring and alerts, logging, and incident problem resolution experience. Fourth was knowledge on production system sizing, provisioning, setup, maintain, and closure. And fifth was infra administration like licensing, billing, cost reduction, and security. So basically, the questions were like that: if you have to design some you have to deploy an application which it should be deployed on EKS only. So how will you set up, like from where you will start? So basically you have to tell that first of all you will provision, you will create the infrastructure for it. Then you will create a your CI/CD pipeline, where you will, from where you'll be fetching the code from the GitHub or whatever SCM tool that you are using. Then you will be you will be creating the Docker image, and then where will you be storing it. From there you have to pull the image, and then start deploying the application on your servers. Then basically where will you keep your DB servers? How will you design the architecture on AWS or Azure or any cloud that you are working on? How will you design that? And what all cost optimization techniques you'll apply, like what size will you keep? How will you where will you region you will choose, like which region will be less expensive, that you will choose. What is cloud front? And then what all security purpose will you apply, like what all security things will you apply? What is the difference between NACL and security group? What is ingress? And what kind of load balancers are there? And what are auto scalers? Okay, scalers that are using, that you are using in Kubernetes. And then he gave me one question, like in when you say horizontal pod auto scaling, so is it increasing the CPU limit, or it is increasing the pod? So of course it is increasing the number of pod, not the CPU. When you are saying vertical auto scaling, then it is increasing the capacity of pod. Then ingress, then how will you configure ingress, like how will you set up the routing? And like in DNS records, you will create the record and everything. Then when you talk about deployment strategies in Kubernetes, so what are you preferring, how are you doing it? So I made one video of these deployment strategies, you can refer that. Then in shell scripting, like you have to fetch the list of the VMs which are only running. How will you do it? Write the script about that. Then then in Docker, like, what is Docker networks, and in GitHub, what is the difference between git fetch and git pull, and git rebase and git merge. And then also he like, interviewer asked me that if you have to suppose connect multiple VPCs, you have to establish the communication between multiple VPCs. Suppose there are 100 VPCs, then what will you use? You'll use transit gateway for that. Okay. And then he came to like monitoring and logging. How will you create dashboards in Grafana? How are you doing logging? Like what you are using? Like when you say logging using ELK, what is helping in logging? So basically, there is a pod that we have to install, like Fluentd, and then we have to do it. So that I didn't knew that much, so he told me. And then basically how you are doing, how are you setting up the alerts and everything in CloudWatch, and how are you tackling those issues. And so all these questions were there regarding the system design, and how will you design it using less cost and everything. And what like how will you establish the communication, how will you route the traffic when you are saying you are following rolling update strategy, or you are following blue green strategy. Okay. And then in Terraform, if you have to how will you create the VPC and the resources, if you don't want to hard code the values. And how will you import any resource which is manually created in AWS, what command will you use. So these were the questions that were asked. So basically this was the round of system design. And if I get selected, suppose, so there will be another round. I don't know, I've like if they'll fasten the process, then I think it will be more better for me if I get selected, because it is a good company. So let's see. It's just that I was unlucky that it came so late. She referred me very earlier, but I don't know why they I think that when there is a requirement, then they call only. So they called me few days back. So if the process can be fastened, then it will be good. Let's see. And that's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful. So yeah, bye.